Hey YouTube, and thank you for watching Junkworks DIY Garage. Well, I got my 04 Jeep Liberty here, and unfortunately the battery keeps dying. What I'm actually using here is this Topdon Arti battery 101. I don't know. Arti battery 101. And I saw this, and I've seen kind of up and down reviews on this, and I can see why, because for the price I paid, which I will put the price down below if I can find it. I've actually had this for probably close to a year, and I feel like I paid too much for what it does. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, kind of thing. I'll just put it right out there. I've been testing on this. I started doing a video and it didn't turn out. I lost some footage on it, and I just never have messed with it enough to come back to it and do another video. So today I'm just going to kind of talk about it and the fact that I probably wouldn't buy it again I probably wouldn't buy it again for the price. If it was a lot cheaper, which it may be now, I don't know. I'll look and I'll find a price and I'll put it down below. But I feel like I can get just about probably more accurate information from this right here. This makes it a little easier, but I don't trust it. We'll put it that way. Something I have liked about it, and kind of why it was too late to take it back by the time I really did enough testing to decide I probably should have sent it back, but and it was too late. But I do like, I can put this on a battery, which my battery terminals really do need cleaned up. And right there, it says 12.88 volts of power. I don't know, you probably can't see that, but it's an easy way to tell what your voltage is in your battery without carrying one of these around. But really, size for size and thing for thing, this isn't much bigger. And this is probably more accurate. I don't know, it's getting pretty old, but regardless, we'll see. If you figure it right here, in fact, I'm gonna actually put it right on their terminals here, and it says 12.86. This says 12.86, 12.8586. So it is fairly accurate according to, it's a Fluke 77 meter, but the thing's probably older than me, so how accurate it is, I don't know, but we are getting pretty similar information from that. So the next thing you do, I'm going to hit OK, and I want English, OK, out of vehicle, so no. I'm going to select in vehicle. Before charge, no. I charged this the last couple days. I've been trickle charging it, so it's decently charged. So I'm going to put OK after charge. Regular flooded, there's regular flooded, EFB, gel, AGM, spiral, AGM flat plate, and regular flooded, which that's what I believe this one is. Cold cranking amps. Now this is the hard part for me, is I can never find it usually, especially if it's in the car. So when I find that and figure that out, I'll come back. Well, I cannot find it anywhere on here. There's nothing on any of the sides, and there's nothing on the stickers up here. They didn't even bother to show when this thing was. There's no date that's been popped out on this at all, so I don't know where the guy got this from. It's what came in the car. Let's see here. We're gonna go cold cranking amps. I'd say it's probably over 500. I'm gonna go 750. Just let's go 650. I really honestly don't know. That's where this falls short too. Unless you have all the information and know exactly what this battery does. It's an Interstate Megatron 2 Eco Power, it says up here, so I might be able to go online and find this, but quite honestly I'm not going to mess with it. We're just kind of doing this. I can already tell you that, like I did in one of my truck probably a couple years ago, and it said it was bad, and The only reason I did it was because I ran it dead, and I was kind of playing around with this, and it always tests out bad for some reason. I've done some that tested out good and later on died, so that's why I don't really trust what this has to say. But we can kind of run things, and hopefully, I do believe it kind of tells you about your alternator. I honestly can't remember. It's been a while since I used this for anything other than to look and see what the battery voltage was on something. I keep it actually in the house, and then I can kind of check battery voltages on a couple of my wheelchair batteries that I have. So I'm going to go 650 just for the heck of it. And now it says it's testing. Okay, and it says replace. It's got 12.86 volts, and I don't know how all this stuff is. SOH is 42%, SOC is 98%, 475 amps. So now if I was to redo this, it says start engine, crank test. So let's start the engine and do a crank test and see. I think this is where the alternator kind of tests that. I kind of messed up there. I should have went to the next test and left it going. So let's go. I'm gonna go turn it back on and see if it'll let me. It's been saying it's a bad battery the whole time. Now it says it's good. At the 600, get the same exact information in it. That is the problem with this thing, is it doesn't, there's no way to really tell if it's accurate or not. So that's why I don't like this thing. It might work okay in a pinch for some things, but it's very confusing. The battery charged fine this time. It says that the alternator is charging well and normal. So I'm thinking the alternator is good, but the battery probably is bad, because I have charged it a couple times now. I don't know how much you got out of this. It's kind of a neat idea if it worked, but I don't, like I said, I don't remember what I paid for it. I'll have already put that down below if I can find it and how much it is. But just in this video, it tested this battery as bad and it tested as good. So that shows, even with the same battery, that this just isn't accurate enough to do the job for any price, really. Unless you just want something you can throw on there and see what the voltage is, which if you're going to do that, just go spend the money on a cheap one of these. They'll give you that. So that's what I would do. I would say this product is, in my opinion, and this particular one that I got is not a very good product, or not a very accurate product. I will say the quality seems good. These feel very good and are very solid. The cord they give you seems like a very sturdy cord. The actual, this here seems like a sturdy product, but for what it's supposed to do, it's just not it's not accurate enough, and it kind of confuses you more almost. So I will be sticking with this. So if you want to see me figure out what the heck is going on with this, I'll have a video on the 04 Jeep Liberty in my playlist, and I will hopefully figure out what's going on. As of right now, I'm pretty sure the battery is no good. What I'll probably do is actually go to either like one of the auto parts stores and have them test it for me. That's probably the best way to go, especially if you don't have a bunch of tools. But those aren't always accurate either, and quite honestly, I don't always trust the they're trying to sell me a part in a battery, so I don't always trust it. Usually they're pretty good at most places, but I have had in the past places that I've gotten questionable information by, but to each their own. Alright, I think that's all you need to see. Probably wouldn't suggest buying this one. Thanks for watching Junkworks DIY Garage, where I'm proud to say I'm a jack of all and obviously master of none. You all have a good one.